Everybody, how you doing? Mikey's back with a gear review today. I have a new spitter. Snuff Cup Pro V3. Easy cleaning spittoon from the original. Let's see here. Thank you for helping us get one step closer to making an offer for the farm. Apparently this kid started this company to raise enough money in order to buy back the family farm that they lost. Snuff Cup was created by a small business in rural Alton, Missouri by a former blue-collar worker named Matt Baker. Then redesigned again based on customer feedback. I believe that's true. I was watching Suit and Tie's review of this. I believe he was reviewing the version 1. And he had some issues with version 1, gave some things he liked and didn't like about it. And from what I've been reading, some of those have been addressed, if not all of them. We shall find out. Now, this is the 16-ounce version. It's available in a 12-ounce or a 16-ounce. Handy labeled instructions here show you how to use it. All in all, the packaging is pretty good. Spill-free lid design, holds 12 or 16 ounces, has a discreet hidden can storage department, can hold up 3 cans of dip. Fitting most commonly used can sizes. Built-in small can opener notch, has a magnet on the bottom with improved design from previous versions. Easy to clean liner changeout system, can be cleaned in seconds, it says. And then they also give you a disposable liner, and a cap for the liner is now included. And made in the USA with domestic and foreign parts. So these are made in America. Not all of the parts are American, but the finished product is assembled here. And yep, snuffcup.com and Alton, Missouri. Alton, Missouri. Sorry, Mississippi. Missouri gets the claim to fame. Take the sleeve out, got your box. Package is actually packaged pretty well. And comes with a little carry bag. I guess if you're traveling or flying, there you go. Don't know if I'll ever use it, but kind of cool if they added in. This was around 35, 36 bucks. It is on the upper end of spittoons. Spit buds start out, the basic non-colored models, they start around 20. Mud jugs, you can get them around 20. This one is in the low to mid 30s, depending on if you can catch it on special. However, this has a couple of neat features. It has a magnetic bottom. Yep, it works. This will come in handy in my truck because the cup holders in my old truck are right down by the gear shift. There's metal right underneath there. This will hopefully add some added stability. It does have a storage compartment down here on the bottom, and inside you get a cap for the spitter thing in there, which we will get to shortly. It says it holds 3 cans of dip, and it does. There you go. And by putting 3 dip cans in there, that adds some weight and stability to the bottom already. Not bad. Neat idea. And he also has a notch here for opening. Let's see if this works. I have a fresh can of Stoker's Mint. Let's break it in. How does this function? Does that do anything? Ah, yeah, it does. It's got a notch down here. Slip the can in the notch, put the groove on the little duber hicker in there, and it opens up your can. So whenever you have a tough can that you can't quite get your fingernail under, you got this built right into it. Kind of a neat little feature. Although with a Stoker's can, I can just get my thumbnail in there and finish the job. There we go. Alrighty. I'll leave my cans in there, a little weight and stability. That's one thing Suit talked about for the version 1 is it was awful top heavy. You put some cans of dip in there and it automatically does a pretty good job. The actual upper part, the business end of this, you just got to work this up. Now this is a fairly good seal. Has a rubber gasket going all the way around the top. Seals it nicely. And these are the disposable liners. Just an empty vessel. This lid, it's tighter than the lid fit on my Spit Bud, but it is not quite as tight as the god-awful tight lids on the Mud Jug Roadie. Those lids still drive me crazy. I've had those things for months. I've used them a lot. The lids don't want to come off. I have joint issues in some of my hands, and trying to get that lid off is a pain in the butt. Sorry, Mud Jug. Us old farts don't like having to do that. Anyway, the way this thing works, let me set the base down. This thing just unscrews. There you go. And the lid that came with the thing we got, you can cap it off. Now I'm assuming you can clean these out and reuse them however many times you want to, or if you're done with it and it's last life, put a cap on it, throw it away. Now I'm assuming you can use this thing without this and just use the reservoir and this as is. It's got a pretty good seal. It just might be a bit messier. These things here, kind of a cool concept. And it helps if I take the cap off before I screw it back on. Cap is off. Put this on. And there you go. You're ready to rock and roll. Put it in. Squeeze the lid back down. Nice and tight. There you go. Cap pops off. It's not too loose, doesn't want to flop everywhere. He has like a little air breather right here. He says this is a one-way valve. Moisture and spit won't get out if you tip it, but it does allow air to escape while you're spitting, and you close it if there's any off-gassing that needs to happen. That's what this little darling here is for. Snuff cup there on the top, magnet on the bottom, version 3. All in all, not a bad design. Not a bad design at all. Feels good in the hand. It's not too wide. I do like the storage down there. Whenever I'm out fishing or mining and stuff like that, just keep them in here. Throw it in the back of my pack, so when I'm taking a break, there you go. Now, Spit Bud, I like my Spit Bud. These have nice wide openings, both this and the Roadie. This thing here is be like spitting into a bottle, just like a soda bottle, which is probably what they were going for. Those of you who use soda bottles or Gatorade bottles, whatnot, this will be second nature to you. My gripe with Spit Bud is the can doesn't go in all the way, and it won't fit in my cup holder. No big deal, but yeah. And their little opener thing here for opening the cans, it's kind of a bit of a pain to use. You kind of got to grip it a little bit. That one, it's still a little cumbersome, I would say, but the fact that the thing appears to seal up extremely well, I don't see spillage being a problem. Do you have the potential for spillage here if this thing's starting to get a little full and you're trying to tip with it? I've never had that happen yet, but the possibility is there. So anyway, here's what we're looking at. You can buy additional liners. A pack of 4 of them is like $10. And from the feel of these, at first I thought these were going to be like flimsy little plastic things. You use them once and throw them away. These are actually pretty sturdy. I can see getting a number of uses out of these before you have to throw it up, or throw it away. Throw it up, yeah. And the fact they come with the lid, so when you're done with it, when its days are done and you want to send it along to the little spitter in the sky, just put the lid up, put the cap on, and you can dispose of it discreetly, safely, without being gross. All in all, that's a pretty good design. I like it. I'll have to put this through its paces and see what happens with it. I've got plenty of material here to review. I'll give it a shot. But yeah, it's kind of cool having the storage thing there. And size-wise, yeah, let me do a size comparison. Here's the snuff cup. Here's the spit bud. Snuff cup is just a little bit taller. It's taller on the base, and then you got the lid. So you are looking at more real estate vertically. Cup size like this, virtually identical. They both feel really good in my hand. I like that. He does have hydro dipped versions of these if you want something more colorful. I just went with the basics. Just give it a try, see what it looks like. Was that Mr. Baker? Yep, Mr. Baker. Not bad at all. I like the storage. Neat idea. 3 cans of dip. If you're going on a road trip, something like that, pack it in there. I mean, you can throw your keys in here if you wanted to. Whatever you can cram in this little compartment. Seals up pretty good. It's not going anywhere. I like the seal on the top here. This gasket is nice. Like I said, it's tight, but it's not so tight to where old farts like me have a hard time getting it off. I like that. And this gasket right here is nice, heavy rubberized gasket. That should be it should hold up for quite some time. And I believe that gasket is probably removable. Yes, it is. If and when it ever wears out, you could probably email him for a replacement part, or go to your local hardware store. You can probably find something the right size. All in all, not bad. This whole reservoir thing is kind of a new concept to me. I'm not sure how much of a fan I will be of it yet, but the concept is nice. I do like it. And the fact that you put it all together, squeeze it all down, and you can change out to a fresh cup. You know, pop it off, switch them out, 15 seconds. You're good. You younger guys can probably do it in 10. Snuff Cup version 3. Looks like he actually has listened to a lot of the input from people. From the reviews I've seen on the version 1, yeah, he's come a long way with this design. And this is pretty nice. I do like the way this comes. It doesn't take a whole lot to snap this into place, and you can easily pop it off with your thumb, and you're good to go. And this doesn't just go flopping all the way. It's not overly complicated. Just a simple hinge. It's got a nice seal. You're good to go. I would have no worries about worrying about spilling this. Snuff Cup Pro version 3. Mikey likes it. I'll be putting this through its paces for over the next few reviews to see just how well it holds up. I have a feeling it's going to be holding up fairly well. This may become my new favorite spitter. I don't know. Now that I got options to choose from, all in all, yeah. Downside would be the price. It is a little spendier, but on the upside of that, it's a small business. It's a kid trying to raise money to buy back the family farm. Hey, it's a worthwhile cause. But all in all, what you get for the money, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Snuff Cup version 3. You'll be seeing this in upcoming videos in the future. This is Mikey. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Bloop. See what you did there. All in all, I can say I'm looking forward to putting this through its paces. First impressions, I like it. Catch you all later. Take care. Bye.